Peace and love, everybody. What's going on with you? Good evening. It is JudahSon for Put It Out There TV, also known as PIOT TV. Hashtag Put It Out There. Hashtag Put It Out There TV. Hashtag JudahSon. Make sure you utilize those hashtags whenever you are sharing our content all over the World Wide Web. We would most definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance. Now, I want to chop it up with y'all about sellouts. And it really doesn't have much to do with the Jay-Z NFL thing. It does, but it doesn't. That's really not my main focus. That's not my focal point. Jay-Z. Jay-Z and NFL is not my focal point. But what we can agree on as so-called quotation mark so-called black people, right, is that there are two men in our history that have been branded as sellouts, and on a consensus we all agree upon this. I mean, we've even come across videos where men like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton have been run up out of neighborhoods, where people have literally gone up to them and told them, we don't need you here. All right? So we know for a fact that we have been given what our community has recognized as sellouts as Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Cannot argue that whatsoever. We cannot argue that there is footage around on the internet showing that they have been ran up out of neighborhoods when certain things have happened in our community. People have run that ass up out of there. We don't need y'all niggas. Y'all sellouts. We know who the fuck sent you. Right? Now, what we have to comprehend is that those gentlemen are old niggas, old sellouts, old men. All right? They're old. So with them being old, this being a so-called new generation, right? That means that they have to put out a new generation of sellouts. And in order to carry us on for the next 30, 40 years with emotional attachments to shit that have done nothing for us emotionally. So, or not emotionally, but have done nothing for us socially or economically, nor politically. This is the perfect time for us to be able to have our eyes wide open, to be able to catch the induction of the new sellouts that they're going to place in front of us. And y'all bear with me because I'm traveling down the road and I cannot look at the screen if you're typing, and if you hear any funny sounds, it's because we're going down the road. I'm in an automobile. Right now, more than ever, this is what y'all need to comprehend, really. Right now, more than ever, is the best time to be able to see them sliding in the sellouts on you. Right now is the best time. There's no time greater than now. The opportunity to pay attention is now. You think that they don't realize that they have to have a new generation of sellouts for the new generation. And it's unfortunate that the generation who was brought up under mine, it's unfortunate that only a few of these babies' parents are what you might call so-called conscious to put some different type of content and information in their ears to change their hearts and minds. Because right now, my people are asleep. You know, y'all done came up in the late 70s and 80s. My generation is asleep. Late 80s, born in the 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, came up in the 90s, graduated in the 2000s. My generation is asleep. It's time to take off the shades or put on the right ones, the ones that Rowdy Piper was wearing, so you can see that they live. So you can see that they will prance somebody that looks like you in front of you. And like I said, it doesn't matter who it is. But right now is the best time. They will prance somebody out in front of you that looks like you, somebody that you have some type of emotional attachment to. They'll let you see them throwing money in certain places because you have an emotional attachment to money. You know, the bag is what matters to you. Pay attention, my people. New generation means new sellouts for the next 30, 40 years. It's just as simple as that. Y'all watched that episode of Boondocks where they had that it was CeeLo who was acting like he was like a parody of Al Sharpton or a Jesse Jackson. Wake up, my people. I'm telling you, it's high time for you to wake up, and it's obvious. I was thinking about that today. This is something I was thinking about today. I told somebody today, I'm like, man, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson them are getting old. They're not going to be able to prance these old niggas out in front of us like they used to. Especially when there's footage of us dealing with them in situations today where we running them up out of neighborhoods. We running them up out of certain events. We don't even want y'all here because we know who sent y'all here. We need to have that sign. And do you know why that feeling exists towards them? It's because we've had 30, 40, 50 fucking years to sit back and see that nothing has been done for us truly, socially, economically, and politically with these niggas being pranced out there in front of us, for us, representing us. So now all of a sudden we think because they put somebody out there who's supposed to be the first billionaire in hip hop, looks like you, sounds like you, has your swag a little bit, like this is supposed to be something different. Because you can identify with him. Because this is that generation that can identify with Jay-Z. This generation. So they got you fooled. This is where I have to come to Jay-Z at. Because they got you fooled. Because you came up on Jay-Z. You didn't come up on Al Sharpton. Being able to identify with Al Sharpton. Me, I wasn't never able to identify with Al Sharpton. I just recognized him as somebody who was born in the 80s, coming up, seeing him being pranced out in front of us. That's all I know him for. So it's the same thing now. Pay attention to who's being pranced out in front of you. You don't need another 30, 40 years. Like I told y'all, we don't have to wait 30 or 40 years to have to talk about anybody that's being pranced out in front of us, in front of these people. We don't have to wait another 30, 40 years. We don't even have to allow them to prance somebody out in front of us to say that these niggas represent us. That is the problem. Y'all are lazy as fuck. That's the fucking issue. You are fucking lazy. You keep wanting somebody to represent you, to fix your woes, instead of getting fucking down to the nitty gritty and getting dirty. Getting that fucking fly ass Gucci, that polo shirt that you got. Getting your hands dirty. Getting your whack ass Gucci belt with some creases in that motherfucker. Getting your J's dirty. You don't want to do that. So you're happy with them prancing a nigga out in front of you that looks like you, that you can identify with, so that it can fool you and rock you to sleep for another 30, 40 fucking years because you don't want to put in no work. And it's work to be done. If y'all keep thinking that there's representation that is going to do the work that you need to fucking do yourself, you're crazy. New school fools. Still being tricked by the old school rules. They ain't switched shit up really on you. You still falling for the same fucking tricks that your mama and daddy was falling for. Somebody got to call your sleepy head ass on it. You still falling for the same shit that your mama and daddy was falling for. Think y'all got heroes that's gonna come out and speak for you and them allow these niggas to get rich and make $1 billion fucking dollars and speak for your issue and really bring some reality into resolving your... Oh, man, y'all fucking crazy. Sellout. I don't care who you put in front of me. I know sellouts when I see them. I can hear by what they talking about. Why? Because I sat down and Me, myself, was willing to sacrifice my social life for years, and I actually sat down and hit the damn books, and I was able to go and find out what our issue is. It's right there. Social political construct that falls up under the 14th Amendment: Negro, Black, colored, African American, minority. So that lets me know that if little old me, who knows that, who hasn't made $1 billion, hasn't sat in a room with billionaires and millionaires, who has access to much more information than me, I know that I sat down and got this information, and these niggas talking about they're coming to resolve social ills, and so they are fucking sellouts. And you better be able to pick them out. And the only reason why you cannot pick them out, the only reason why you will never be able to see your fucking sellouts until 30, 40 fucking years later is because y'all will not listen to these people that y'all keep talking about, fake woke, that is telling you about these corporations running what you call a country, about these corporations being courthouses, about the legal system, the 14th Amendment, the Constitution, nationality. I don't want to listen. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Please have yourself a great evening. I just wanted to tell you that new generation means new generation of sellouts, and we don't have to wait 30 or 40 years to see that these niggas are sellouts. It's great to have your own media outlet and not have to worry about somebody got to give you a job because you're trying to defend somebody. It's a great thing. I'm going to tell it how it is. None of them cut me a check. None of them cut me a check. New generation of sellouts y'all getting. And if you're not paying attention to that, you're crazy. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton are getting old. They got to put out some new sellouts for y'all. If y'all don't pay attention to that, you're crazy. It's a problem. Look at it. It's time for the new generation of sellout to come in so he can push the same old tricks. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Peace and love. I love y'all, my people. Please wake up. Please pay attention. Please stop falling for the okie doke. Please stop being impressed by niggas with money. Please stop being impressed by niggas with money. Please stop being impressed by where somebody throws their money. Because people have been throwing money and placing money in certain places for us for years, and we still have not seen the social, economic, and political resolutions that we have been looking for. Yeah, they will fight you tooth and nail when you call them out. They sure will. They will fight you tooth and nail when you call them out. They sure in the hell will. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all can go back and listen to this, but pay attention, be aware, and realize that you are being given your new generation of sellouts for this new generation. That hit me today. It hit me hard today. Like, damn. They got to have the next new group of niggas to rock us to sleep for the next 30 to 40 years. That's a goddamn good trick they be running on us. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Peace and love.